Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about my top picks for glass cabochons for either painting for dragon eyes, which is their primary use for me, or doing like enamel backed again glass cabs for pendants or jewelry or scrapbooking or mixed media, like whatever you're going to be using them for. I have the links down to the ones that I'm showing you guys in the video description. These are the exact links that I used to purchase these ones, so exact same product. And I also want to talk to you guys about how I store them and keep them organized, just to give you a perspective of, you know, how I go about it, so that you can take what you want and go from there and leave the rest behind. So this is just an organizer tray. And you can see I have everything from fish tank glass to, you know, little 15mm cabochons, just kind of the different sizes. More often than not, I'll leave them in their wrappings if they're a larger cab. And so today I had ordered, well, and it only took like a week for the shipping too, but I had ordered some 20mm cabochons. This is typically the smallest size that I use, because much smaller than this and I can't get the kind of detail that I enjoy getting in my glass cabs. So if I had a ruler I would have planned ahead better maybe, but you can kind of see it's very crystal clear, and this is really comparable to the fish tank glass in size, but you can see the difference between the fish tank glass has like a textured background, whereas these clear glass cabochons have a really nice, you can actually see it turns me like upside down, chin person, sorry, but very comparable size, but that difference in quality makes a tremendous impact on the clarity of your eye and how well the details that you put into it transfer through to the front. And these guys came just loose packed in a bag. We have, oh, cat's trying to climb all over the keyboard. Loose packed, pack of 100, I think, in some bubble wrap. Whenever they're small like this, they usually pack together pretty tight, and so there won't be a whole lot of movement, but sometimes they'll get sent to me wrapped in tissue paper, and I love that because it keeps them from scratching each other, and I really prefer a nice clear crisp glass cab. And so again, I have some 25mm from Kiss City. But yeah, it's a domed glass cabochon, and these are non-calibrated, which it varies within a 0.5 millimeter in size. So that's something to keep in mind. But sometimes, like, there's varying degrees of non-calibrated. Like sometimes I'll get non-calibrated cabs that are like fish tank glass, lumps of glass, not uniform in their shape or size or thickness. But that's why I'm recommending these companies to you guys, because I can get their non-calibrated, but they're still roughly more or less the same. Like, I can count on getting these and getting pre-made bezels in the same size, and the cab will fit into the bezel, maybe a little bit of wiggle room, but it's never too big. So I really recommend them. But again, these are packed in there quite tight enough that you don't really have to worry about too much scratching. We will get some breakage though, but that's not always on the company. Like I doubt the company would ever be like, let's just give her some broken ones. It's usually in transit, and so sometimes that just can't be helped. But yeah, so the 25mm is one of my favorite sizes. I'm usually torn between the 25 and the 30mm for my favorites. And so moving on to the 30mm, this is the one that I use in all of my dragon eye bracelets on those pre-made bezels, or bracelet blanks from Michaels, with like the gear behind them. And this one came from, doesn't say. It'll be linked down below, and I'll have the measurement next to the link, but I don't get them all from the same company, because I shop around for the best prices per quantity, and I use a lot of them. They don't go bad. They store really well in a tray. But I really liked this one. They had these like little bubble trays that they held them independently in. There was a little bit whenever I opened it, like some of them popped out, but really high quality, very nice clarity, 30mm cabochons. And I like these because while they're a little bit big for a ring, it's definitely going to be a statement piece. I feel like for me, for my style, for what I like creating, they're a perfect bracelet, necklace, or circlet size for eyes. So that's probably, if I had to choose one size to start with, this would be the one. It gives you a lot of room to layer and experiment and put colors together too. Next favorite, 40 by 30 millimeter, and this one, it's an oval. See, I like these for the eye patches. I used them for my Capricorn headdress. I'll grab that for you. Or not the headdress, but the staff. So whenever I'm doing sculpture, I really like the way that it just sits in there like that. Oops, hitting the camera. But yeah, I really do like this size and shape. And then also for whenever you're enameling, this tripod kind of slowly slips down. Whenever you're enameling, you can also turn it right side up and make some really nice pendant shapes and stuff from there too. So this is a size that I really recommend. But also, being packed loose, sometimes you'll get pieces that have chips or cracks in them, and I use those for mixed media, usually steampunk pieces or pieces that look like they could benefit from a little bit of wear and tear. But with polymer clay, I could still paint this to be a dragon eye and then just have like a hooded lid over the eye made out of the clay or the wire to kind of hide that. But you could file it down, or you could like dip it in resin or something to kind of keep that sharp edge from being as sharp for when wearing as jewelry, because you never want to cut somebody. But it can also, you'll want to test it a bit and make sure that there's no like hairline fractures in the glass, because you don't want to put all that work into like wire wrapping it or setting it in clay just to have it to crack later on. Now moving up to my two big favorite sizes, the 40 millimeter and the 50 millimeter. They do have sizes larger than this. Like I was able to find 60, 70, and 80 millimeter lenses, but they start getting gravity pretty expensive. So these ones are my favorite for like big pieces. And really, at least for jewelry purposes, I typically won't wear something larger than this just because it gets pretty heavy and you start running out of real estate to be able to like frame it on your body. So I guess you could wear it like quite lower down or something, but it's, I don't know. Again, this is just my personal preference, but I really love these ones. The 40 millimeter that I ordered, again, came loose packed, and I'm not particularly happy about that. They're all just kind of wrapped in bubble wrap and then crammed into the same bag together. And you can see it has a little bit of like flecking going on, like some little imperfections in the glass. But that's not the end of the world, and sometimes I really like to use that to my benefit because it's like having natural imperfections, or not even an imperfection, but a further uniqueness to the eye that you're painting, just like how a natural eye would have its own unique twists and things going on in it, and little coloration patterns and details and freckles and stuff. So I make the best of it. With these ones, absolutely love. These are from Rose Beading. I wish they were more consistent about carrying every size always, like having it in stock, but they sell out pretty quick whenever they get restocked, so they don't always have them in every size. But you can see these come wrapped in the tissue paper. The bag sounds and feels gritty. I don't know why, but the eyes, they come out like perfect. The cabs do, I mean, just perfect, and they're so big, and they're the perfect price point, and just, these are my favorite. My original Dragon Eye of Sauron tutorial done on this size eye, it is size cab, sorry. It gives me a tremendous amount of canvas space to be able to like experiment and have fun on, but it's not so big that I can't also make jewelry out of it. So, and I mean, really, I could probably do like a cuff bracelet or something. I don't know, that's pretty big for a bracelet, but maybe a crown. I don't know, even then, just experiment, see what you like, and if you don't like it, try something else. But yeah, I get a lot of questions from folks about what cabs do I use, where do I get them from? So hopefully this answers those questions for you. That I get them from Amazon because I love Prime shipping. I used to order from AliExpress, but you have to wait like at least 30 days typically for your cabs to arrive, and I'm like, I don't want to wait that long, and I'm not always good at, you know, predicting when I'm going to need more. So, and also a lot of the times on Amazon, they're the same manufacturers as is on AliExpress, but you'll pay like maybe a few cents more per cab. Like sometimes on the smaller ones, it was a fraction of a cent more to get them from Amazon than it was from AliExpress, but they got here in 4 days, and that's really nice. So as usual, if you guys have any questions, comments, or ideas that you'd like to, you know, have a conversation about, please leave a comment down below. You can also contact me on my business Facebook page, Back to Earth Creations. Again, links down below. Or you can tag me on Instagram. I love seeing what you guys make on Instagram, like, and Facebook and stuff too. But Instagram is just a really good platform for that, I feel like, because you can just like put it into the tags and just keep going. And Instagram's a lot better about actually showing me like, hey, you've been tagged in this, and so I can go and look and see. And you guys do so good. You do me proud as a teacher. Y'all really do. Like, I feel like, you know, your successes make me feel successful. So every time you guys make a piece or you make a sale and it's like, you're like, yay, I did it, I'm like, you did it, you know, this is awesome. So thank you guys so much for sharing that experience with me. And hopefully I'll see y'all in my next video. Oh, also, if you enjoy my free tutorials, almost forgot about this part. If you enjoy my free tutorials and would like to support the creation of more of them, as well as participate in my giveaways and monthly craft crates, which I'm actually sending out some of these cabs in March's craft crate so that y'all can get your hands on the same materials that I use and follow along with the same techniques that I'm doing, and we can, you know, not just be on the same page, but go through step by step together and hopefully get similar results, or ideally y'all will exceed what I have done and add your own twist to it and just kind of go from there. So yeah, links for my Patreon are down below. Pledges start at just $1 a month and kind of work their way up from there. But thank you guys again for hanging out with me, and I'll see y'all around. Happy crafting. Bye.